Hello, welcome to Meg Your Next Stitches YouTube channel. Let me show you how I made this lovely wrap gown. So if it's something you would like to learn how to make, then stay tuned to the end of this video and do well to subscribe and also turn on the bell so that each time I upload a new video, you would get to know. So let's get started on this right away. So let's begin. We're going to be starting with the upper part of this dress, which is a wrap top. And to draft the wrap top, we need to put our pattern paper on fold because we need a full block, right? So here I have my pattern paper on fold like so. And I have some lines already drawn out on my pattern, which I will explain to us right now. So this straight line here, this straight part here is our shoulder line. Okay, so from this straight line to this line here is the length of the half length, which is 16 inches. Okay, so from here to here I have extra 1 inch, which will serve as the allowance, half an inch to join the other down part to the top part, then the other half an inch to join the shoulder, to the front shoulder to the back. Okay, now from here to here is our bust point. Now this particular outfit, this upper part would be a free bodice, and because of that I am not going to be adding any dots. Okay, so from here to here is our bust line, right? On this shoulder line here, I will take my shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus half an inch. Though I'm using pattern, I'm going to be adding allowances. Okay, so my shoulder is 15 divided by 2, 7.5 plus half an inch, that is 8 inches. So I have my 8 inches mark already here. Okay, now from this 8 inches point here, I would step down by 1 inch, okay, for my shoulder slant. Okay, I'll step down by 1 inch for my shoulder slant. Then my neck width is going to be 3 inches. Okay, 3 inches. So I'm going to be connecting this 3 inches to the 1 inch. Okay, so I have my shoulder slant going that way. So from this 1 inch drop here, I'm going to mark my armhole depth, which is my shoulder divided by 2 plus half an inch, and that gives me 8 inches. So I have my 8 inches on this point. Okay, now to get a straight line, I'm going to be marking what I have here, which is 8 inches across like so that I can get a straight line. Okay, so I'm marking 8 inches at different points. Then I will connect all the points into a straight line. Okay, so I'm just placing my rule, then connecting all the points into a straight line like so. Then my shoulder depth, the 8 inches, ends somewhere here. And of course we form like an L shape. Just drafting a basic bodice, which I'm sure you're familiar with already. So we have it like so. Now I'm going to be taking my bust circumference, then my waist circumference. We'll take our waist circumference on the length of this half block. So my bust circumference is 33 divided by 4 is 8.25. Okay, 8.25. I'm going to be adding 2 inches to that, 1 inch for my side allowance, the other 1 inch as ease, because I already mentioned that this particular outfit would be free. Okay, so 8.25 plus 2, that gives me 10.25. So if you don't know how to read your tape rule, you want to go over my channel. I have made a video on how to read the tailor's tape like a pro. So you want to actually go check out the video. So here is my 10.25. Okay, 10.25. Then my waist circumference is 26. 26 divided by 4 is 6.25. 6.25 plus 2 is 8.25. So on the full length, I will take 8.25. I will take 8.25, and also on the length for the allowance, I will take 8.25. So I will connect these points together. So we have it going this way, and I just extended the line to touch the armhole depth. Okay, so right now we're going to be creating our armhole shaping. Now to do that, now this particular block, this particular pattern will be used to cut out the back too. So on this pattern, I'll be having my back neckline and my back armhole shape, and also my front neckline and my front armhole shaping. Okay, so let's get the midpoints. From this point here to this point, we have 8 inches. The midpoint is 4 inches. So I'll just make some broken lines on that 4 inches. It is on this point we're going to be doing our armhole shaping, the across front and the across back. Now for the back, I'm going to be stepping away by half an inch. Okay, half an inch, and with my straight ruler I will connect from here to here. Okay, then connect from here to somewhere around here with my armhole curve. Okay, so just take note of what I'm doing. So this particular one I'm doing now is for the back armhole shaping. Then I'll just bring my curve and connect it. Okay, so I'm just placing my curve properly. So here we have our back armhole. Okay, so right now I'll also be shaping for the front armhole. So for the front armhole, on this same 4 inches line, I'm going to step out by let's say 3/4 of an inch, which is less than 1 inch. I'll just make a point there. So we have our front armhole here. Okay, so with my straight ruler, I will just also connect to this top part. So I'm using a different color of my marker pen so that you can see it clearly. Okay, so I'm just going to redraw that. Okay, sorry. So for the front, I'm just going to be connecting it from this top part like so. Okay, you can see. Then with my armhole curve, I will just finish up. I'm trying to use a different pen so that we can note the difference between the front and the back, so that when we are cutting, you won't get confused. So the front armhole goes like so. Okay, so here is our front armhole, while this is for the back. Okay, so right now let's shape out our neckline for the I think we can shape out our back neckline when we trace on the fabric. So we're going to just be stopping here. So what we're going to do next right now is to cut out. Okay, so in cutting out, please cut out the area that is for the back. Okay, the back. Don't cut out this part, only the back armhole shaping you should cut out, and every other thing. For the neck area, we're going to do that when we place on our fabric. Just take note of the neck width, because the neck width for the front is the same as the neck width for the back. Okay, so let's cut out right now. So I'll just be cutting out. Okay, remember you have to cut the back armhole shaping alone, because we want to trace this pattern on our fabric. So you can start cutting out from whichever point is convenient for you. So I've cut out the down part. So here is me cutting the sides. Okay, so I'll just finish up the armhole area. All right, so we have trimmed out the pattern. So we're going to be using this one to cut the back first before we now create our wrapping effect on this same pattern. So my fabric is already on fold, as you can see, and I placed my pattern on it like this. So I will just be cutting out because we want to trace out the back. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. So I'll just trace out every part. Okay, then I will trace out the armhole, the side, and every other part. So here we are. I'm done tracing. I'll just take this away, and then we can shape our back neckline. For the back neckline, for the back and the front, our neck width is 3 inches. So from this midpoint here, I will just mark 3 inches. Okay, I'll mark 3 inches like so. 3 inches. Then the neck depth, that's 3 inches for the neck width. Now for the back neck depth, I'm going to be doing half an inch because it's going to be a high neck. So half an inch, and I will just, create like a semicircle. So here's what we have now for the back neckline. So I'll just be cutting it out. Okay, then we can move on to the front. It is the front that has the wrap effect. Okay, the back is just straightforward like this. So I'll just take this away, then we'll bring back our pattern so that we can continue with the front design. So here is the front, here is the pattern. Before we open up, I would like to trim off this front armhole so that we would know we are done with that part. Okay, and so that you will not forget. So you want to actually trim off the front armhole. Okay, so I have trimmed off the front armhole, as you can see. So now I'll just open up because this pattern is on fold. So I'll open up so that we can have our full block, and here is our full block. Okay, so I'll place it this way so that we can have a clearer view. So here we have the crease line. Here happens to be the midpoint. Okay, so I'll just extend. I might just leave it. Okay, so here is what we have now. So what we're going to do now is to create the wrap. Okay, in creating the wrap, I'm going to be, from here to here is my bust point, right? So I will just step up because I don't want it to get to my bust point. So I think I'll just step up by 1.5 inches. Okay, you can see where I placed my tape, by 1.5 inches. So we have 1.5 inches here. So this is from this point here, you can see my mark. From this point here to this point here is, while our pattern was on fold, from here to here is our neck depth. Okay, neck width rather. From this midpoint here to this point is our neck width. Okay, so when we open up, it would be double of it. Okay, so from here to here is our neck depth. So from this half part of our neck width, why am I calling it depth? Okay, sorry. So from here to here is our neck width. So from here, I will just be making like a slanted line to cut across these points. Okay, I'll make a line to touch this point here and bring it towards, I think I want to do 1.5 inches away from the down part. Okay, 1.5 inches away from this end point, 1.5 inches. So from here, I will just connect it like so to touch this 1.5 inches by the side. Okay, so you can see how I placed my ruler. So I will just, connect it from this point here to this point. Okay, then I might want to use my curve to connect the other parts. Okay, but not too curvy. Okay, So you can see what I'm doing. You can still use your straight ruler, but I want it to have a little bit of curve. Okay, so I'm just going to connect it like so. Okay, and I will blend this sharp point here. This sharp point here, I'm going to blend it. Okay, so you just want to blend it in like this. Okay, so it goes that way. So we're going to be cutting along this line now. Okay, you can see how I blended this place to eliminate that sharpness. So I'll cut out what we have, then we would continue. So I'll just cut out to the very end there. So I'm done cutting out, and this is the part that we need. Okay, so we don't need this part. I will just take it away. Okay, I'll take this part away like so.